morning students. Today we will start the new chapter, that is chapter 17, collecting and organizing data. Now before we go for this chapter, let us discuss about what is data. What is data? So data is nothing but the collection of numbers which gives us some information. For example, if I am asking in the class how many students like mango, so I just count the number of hands will be raised on in favor of mango, so I just counted that. Then we will go for next fruit, that will be apple. So then we count the number of apples and then we should do the for other fruits as well. So this is called the data. That what I did, I just collect the information from the students, and through that I will get some information. For example, if mango will be liked by the class, for example, this is the fruit name and the other one will be the number of students liked by that fruit. Now number of students, for example, mango is 20, apple is 10, strawberry 15. Now this is the data which I have collected from all the students. Yes. Now from this number of collection of numbers, what I get to know that most of the students like mango. So this is an information. So again I am telling you what is data. Data is nothing but the collection of numbers from the survey or from the observation, and through which we get some fruitful information. And what information? That mango will be liked by this particular class. Most of the students like mango. So this is called data. Now data will be of two types. What are the two types? Primary data and secondary data. Now what is primary data and what is secondary? Let me explain. Primary data is the type of data in which we do the survey or we do the question. Sometimes you have seen that some salesmen arrive to your house and they will fill the form. Yes, they will give the form by asking the questions. That is called as questionnaire, that is survey. Or if I ask something from you all and that from that we get the information, is called the primary data. Now what is secondary? Secondary data which is already available in the market. Market doesn't mean that from where we purchase the things. No, market means which is already available in either through net or magazine or book, somewhere like that. Yes, if I ask you how many if I ask you which house performed well last year, so how you will get to know? By seeing the notice board of the school, through which you will get it, which is already done by someone else. Yes, so secondary data is that data which is already available or somebody has already done the survey from that, and you will get the information that is already available for you. That is called as secondary data. Now this is the way we collect the information. After getting the data, after collecting the data, you have to organize it. Yes, for example, if I ask one by one, if I ask which is your favorite fruit one by one, so what we do, I ask the first student, he said mango, then second will say strawberry, then third will say apple, then again mango, then again apple, then mango, and so on. Like this I will collect from all 45 students. Yes, then what I will do, this is called primary data. I ask one by one and I get the info. I will ask about the favorite fruit. Yes, now this what I will do, I will write the three types: mango, strawberry and apple. I write it here. Then I will make the tally marks, and from tally we will get the number of students. All of you, I know how to make tally. Yes, so we will not spend more time on that. Now let's come back to the concept, collecting and organizing data. So first I have collected the data, and from collection what I did, I organized it in a proper way, and we came to know about the information from this data. This is, we will do it in our chapter. It is already available. You don't have to do anything. Only the thing is you have to organize it and get the information from it. Now let's talk about range. Now range is nothing but the difference between smaller value and low, difference between smaller and highest value, or we can say smaller observation or low higher observation. For example, if I ask you, tell me the marks of the previous test. Few students say 5 out of 10, 10, 3, 7, 8. I asked only first 5 students. So I have written these marks. First student scored 5 marks in maths test. Second student scored 10. Then third will get 5. Fourth got 7, and last student get 8. How many students to whom I have asked? Only 5 students. Yes. Now what is range? Range is nothing but the difference between highest value minus lowest value. Yes, difference between highest value and lowest value. So highest value you can see that is 10 and lowest value is 3. So the range will be 7. From what extent we have to find out the observation, the minimum value and the maximum value. So we can write, instead of value you can write observation as well. These are the observations. So range is nothing but the difference between highest and lowest value. Students, I am explaining the concept, and at the end of this video, at the end of this class, I will give you the page in which I will write all the formulas so that you will write it in your notebook for that. Now this chapter, what we do the first exercise in the notebook, and second exercise is based on graph. So graph, what we will do? Graph we will do it in graph book. Yes, so 17A we will do it in geometry notebook, or we can say interleaved notebook, and 17B we will do it in graph book. Yes, because graph book has very less number of pages, so we will do graph work in graph book, and this work we will do it in geometry notebook. Clear? Thank you.